Hey bitches. It's 2:45 a.m. Thursday morning. I just got back from doing stand-up. I had a great time, and which usually means I'm kind of gonna be on a high and have trouble sleeping because it was a good show. And I didn't just get back. I got back about 45 minutes ago. Um, and I've been watching everybody's videos since. They're great. I have to say, Jane, don't worry about me or my kids, because I don't have any kids, so they're fine. Um, I'm gonna be fine. Um, I've chosen this life, and I can deal with that. It's been peaks and valleys ever since I've chosen it, and I'm kind of used to it. I do get depressed, but it will pass. Like now, I don't feel horrible now. So don't worry about me. Also, everyone's talking about Michael not being able to take a compliment. And they're directing it though specifically at his looks. And from what I remember, Michael wasn't talking about compliments about his looks. He was talking about everyone complimenting him on his writing, which I think is phenomenal. And but it had nothing to do with looks. But his writing is beautiful. Also, I couldn't agree with Michael more. I couldn't agree with Michael Ian Black more, not Michael Moore, about being proactive in creating your own path. And Phil, I think what Mike meant about that was specifically when people are asking him, how do you do it? I think he was more referring to when you get your start, when you're first starting out. Because we live in a time now with editing software, cameras, YouTube, and it is better to use that stuff to your advantage. Put yourself out there online. I mean, the only problem is there's also a million, more than that, millions of other people putting their shit online. So there's a lot more shit to go through. But people now do have the means of getting themselves out there and seen a lot more easily than when I first came to LA. But I think Michael was referring to when you're starting out. And Phil, I know you're saying that, you know, you don't do a lot and the phone does ring, and that's now, but, you know, there was a time when you were working your ass off. I mean, the fact that you went to the Groundlings, I know what that means. I was there for forever, too. That's being proactive. You enrolled yourself there. You auditioned. You weekly were writing and daily and performing and putting yourself out there. You know, and then shit happened for you because of that. Anyway, I was just reminded. I don't know what made me think of this, but yeah, I don't know what made me think of this, but a few years ago, a friend of mine called me up, a friend who works at a commercial casting agency, and it was right in the middle of when I was doing the Sarah Silverman show. He called me up and was like, "Hey man, I don't know if you'd be interested in coming into a commercial audition," because I hadn't done commercials in a long time. He's like, "But there's a breakdown for a Lazy Boy commercial, and in the description that went out to all the casting companies, the description was they were looking for a Michael Ian Black, Steve Agee type." And we couldn't be more different. I don't get that at all. I honestly don't get it. Like, but in the description for this commercial, they were looking for a Michael Ian Black, Steve Agee type, and it was here in LA. I mean, you're in Connecticut, New York, so obviously you probably never even heard of this audition. And it just happened to go through my friend's casting company. So he's like, you should come in and just blow them away. And I went in, and it was like neither a Michael Ian Black or a Steve Agee type. It involved dancing, which I don't fucking dance. I mean, I did something for Conan last week where I had to dance, and it was the fucking worst. But, and I didn't know that, so I just went in. I saw the sides when I got to the audition, saw that there was dancing, and I put them down, and I went in my friend's office. I said, I'm leaving, I'm not going to dance. A week later went by, he's like, they want you for the callback. I'm like, I didn't even audition. He's like, I know, they really want you now that they know you know about this commercial. I said, no, I'm not going to do the callback. And another week went by, and he said, they're just offering you the part. They want to give you this part. And that's when I said, oh, well, now that I'm going to make money off this, yes, I'll do it. So I did the commercial, and I just did a search for it on Google and found it. And I'm going to paste the link to the commercial in the description of this video. So click right down here. I'll write Lazy Boy and click on that link. But Mike, I thought you would get a kick out of this. And it is, I did it, and I did the creepiest fucking dance, and it is one of the more embarrassing things I've ever done in my life. Everybody has their price.